We know you're still missing your favorite bloodsuckers. So while you're getting cozy for yet another Vampire Diaries binge, we've lined up some juicy updates on the cast for you. Did Kat Graham face mistreatment on the show? And why did Ian Somerhalder decide to step back from acting?
This seemed like the most perfect sort of time to separate a little bit.
Plus, we've got all the romantic details on how Nina Dobrev's boyfriend popped the question. Let's dive in. Paul Wesley as Damon Salvatore. The Vampire Diaries remains a significant part of Wesley's life.
I guess the show still lives on in so many ways. People are rediscovering it every day.
But the series also brought him his best friend. Yep, our Salvatore brothers are still tight in real life. Their close friendship even led to the launch of brothers bond Bourbon.
We have a complete yin and yang approach. Ian's like, oh my God, optimism, positive. And I'm like, here's the worst case scenario and which is most likely to happen.
Me.
Sounds like a match made in Bourbon heaven. They're so close that sometimes Paul gets confused about it.
I see that guy more than I see, my girlfriend.
Wow, what a revelation. Speaking of relationships, Wesley, who's 42 now, was previously married to TVD co-star Tori DeVito. You might remember her as Dr. Meredith Fell in season 3. In 2019, Paul gave marriage another shot with jewelry designer Inez de Ramon. But after 3 years, they called it quits, citing irreconcilable differences. Inez is now in a relationship with Brad Pitt, while Paul is dating model Natalie Kuchenberg. Their adorable Instagram posts show they're having a blast together.
I think the reason we get along so well is because all we do is laugh. And I think it's probably one of the most important things in a relationship.
And as for his career, Paul's been pretty busy too. You might have seen him in the thriller series Tell Me a Story and even Star Trek Strange New Worlds as young James T. Kirk. He'll also appear in the upcoming action thriller He Bled Neon. But enough about Stefan. Let's see how his on-screen love is doing these days. Candace King as Caroline Forbes. The 37-year-old actress looks back on her Vampire Diaries days with nothing but warmth. She's especially grateful for the friendship she made on set.
We always hung out together. We're still hanging out together.
That might explain why she couldn't fully part with her vampire fam. After the series wrapped, Candace reprised her role in the spin-offs The Originals and Legacies to keep the TVD spirit alive. Since then, King has kept busy. She appeared in After We Collided and recently finished filming the We Were Liars series, which is currently in post-production. Oh, and she's also launched a Super Bloom podcast. The actress invites guests to share stories of their struggles or any life challenges that ultimately helped them grow. A little soul food for everyone. But let's talk romance. Candace married musician Joe King from The Fray back in 2014. Together, they share 2 adorable daughters, Florence May and Josephine June. Sadly, the pair split in 2022, but Cupid wasn't done with her yet. Candace found love again with her Originals co-star, Steven Kruger. The two made it official on Instagram in December 2023 with a sweet video where they shared a kiss. Her caption read, "I laughed, I cried, I laughed till I cried. I loved. Thanks for the dance." 2023. We couldn't be happier for her. And now let's check in on her on-screen ex. Zach Roerig as Matt Donovan. Just like Candace, Zach returned as sheriff in the Originals and popped up for 2 episodes of Legacies. But don't think his career ended with The Vampire Diaries. Zach kept busy with roles in shows like Dare Me and Step Up High Water. Last year, he reunited with his former TVD co-star Ariel Kebbel in the Hallmark movie Love in the Great Smoky Mountains, a National Park romance. However, it hasn't all been smooth sailing. In 2020, Zach was arrested for driving under the influence. And since then, the 39-year-old actor has kept a pretty low profile. He's not big on social media, so there's no word on his dating life right now. Roerig does have a daughter, born in 2011, from a previous relationship with Alana Turner. In 2013, Zach was granted full custody of his daughter after her mother went to prison. But now, let's move on and see if our charming witch has any secrets to spill about her personal life. Kat Graham as Bonnie Bennett. In 2020, Kat shared her hair struggles while filming the Supernatural show.
So for Vampire Diaries, I'd worn a lace front for many years. So the glue and the wig clips and the pulling and the braids were hard on my hair.
Following her comments, fans speculated that she may have faced mistreatment and racism on set.
The African Afro texture is not something that Hollywood has ever necessarily embraced. So I hope that I one day can play a character that I actually look like.
Netizens even created videos suggesting Kat appeared sad or disengaged during interviews. Neither the show's creators nor Kat herself have commented, so we can only guess. One thing's for sure, the 35-year-old star isn't interested in a Vampire Diaries reboot anytime soon.
I feel like I've learned my lessons from that show. 8 years. If you can't get what you need out of a character in 8 years. So I don't think so. I don't feel it, you know?
As for her career, it's thriving. She's starred in movies like Collide, Love in the Villa, and took on a lot of voice roles. Graham is also set to play Diana Ross in the upcoming 2025 Michael Jackson biopic. The star has released 4 albums and recently dropped her new EP, The Broken Hearts Club. To top it all off, her journey of self-acceptance led her to publish a book titled Seasons of You in 2023. In her personal life, Kat is happily married. In 2023, she tied the knot with her longtime friend Bryant Wood in a private ceremony.
We just wanted to do something for us. And we woke up and
Beautiful.
there he is. Shout out to Bryant Wood, my love.
How adorable is that? And now let's dive into the couple that had everyone's hearts racing on the show. Ian Somerhalder as Damon Salvatore. Well, our 45-year-old heartthrob is doing just fine. In 2015, Ian married Twilight star Nikki Reed, which made them Hollywood's ultimate vampire couple. Since then, the two have welcomed a daughter and a son. The pair decided to step away from Hollywood and move out of Los Angeles to focus on farming. Ian seems happier than ever with that choice.
I don't need to chase awards in anything that would make me feel better about myself.
That's a pretty zen Damon if you ask us. His most recent acting credit dates back to 2019, a Netflix horror series, V-Wars. Well, even though we miss his face on screen, the man's busier than ever. In 2020, he served as executive producer on Kiss the Ground, a documentary about regenerative agriculture, and then returned in 2023 for its follow-up, Common Ground. But that's not all. In addition to co-managing his Bourbon brand with Paul Wesley, Somerhalder also co-founded the Absorption Company, which develops tech-powered supplements. These days, Ian's right where he wants to be.
Just walking around my farm with my family, feeding the animals. We have goats, chickens, horses, and cows. Those are the days you realize are meaningful.
Now that's some peaceful vampire retirement. And finally, let's move on to the main actress of the series, Nina Dobrev as Elena Gilbert. The Vampire Diaries didn't just make Nina a star, it also turned her into a powerhouse actress. After all, she played 4 different characters in the show.
So it was like physically very demanding, but also kind of, you know, the dream as an actor to get to play many things is from like a creative standpoint. It was really interesting and I learned so much. I learned so much. I call it like actor boot camp.
So it's no surprise that her career only took off after the series ended. In 2024, she starred in Reunion and The Bricklayer. Plus, she's set to both star in and produce the TV adaptation of the Woman 99 Inches book series. But not everything has been so picture-perfect for our girl. In May 2024, the 35-year-old actress got in a nasty electric dirt bike accident.
I've never ridden before, and it was going fine for a while. It was right at the very end, I just lost control of the bike. I landed on one leg and the pressure of the landing snapped my knee.
Dobrev had to undergo surgery, followed by several months of intense recovery. For the star who leads such an active lifestyle and has a passion for sports, being confined to a wheelchair was nearly unbearable.
I definitely was in a depression. I had a really hard time.
Thankfully, her boyfriend, Olympic snowboarder Shaun White, was there every step of the way.
He's been a rock, for sure.
The two have been dating since 2019, and now wedding bells will soon be ringing. Shaun recently popped the question, giving Nina a 5-carat diamond under an arch of white roses.
R.I.P. boyfriend, hello fiancé.
And White went all out to surprise her, even creating a fake invite to a fancy Vogue dinner with Anna Wintour. So when the actress walked in and saw him under that rose arch, she was completely shocked. How romantic is that? Huge congrats to Nina and Shaun. We can't wait for the big day. We hope you enjoyed catching up with your favorite stars. For more updates, don't forget to check out our other videos. And as always, thanks for watching.